Hey everyone, welcome back to Ataru Uzumaki channel, and today we're starting an amazing anime series called Demon Slayer. The first season of this anime has a total of 26 episodes, and we'll explain them one by one in our videos. So let's begin with episode 1. The story begins many years ago in Japan, where we see a boy named Tanjiro, who is worried because his sister is injured and unconscious. Tanjiro is carrying his sister Nezuko on his back, not knowing how all of this happened. Then Tanjiro tells his sister, Nezuko, no matter what, don't die, I'll save you. After this, we get a flashback from one day earlier, where Tanjiro is about to go sell charcoal in the town. His mother comes and wipes the dirt off his face with a cloth. Then she says that it could be dangerous in so much snow, but Tanjiro replies that he wants everyone to eat well on New Year's Day. Hearing this, his mother smiles and thanks him. Then Shigeru and Hanako, Tanjiro's younger siblings, insist on going with him, but their mother refuses and says you can't walk as fast as Tanjiro, and he can't carry you back when returning. Shigeru mentions the sled, but the mother says Tanjiro won't use it today. After that, Nezuko also asks to go with Tanjiro and says she will help him. Tanjiro laughs and says thanks, but today I'll go alone. Then Tanjiro tells Shigeru that when he comes back, he'll bring him a gift. Hearing this makes Shigeru happy. Then Tanjiro tells Takeo, another younger brother, to cut as much wood as possible. Takeo says if they cut together, the work would be faster. Hearing this, Tanjiro pats his head. Everyone happily waves Tanjiro goodbye. On the way, Tanjiro meets Nezuko, his younger sister. Nezuko says she put Rakuta to sleep because if he were awake, he would cry a lot seeing you leave. Then Nezuko adds that since father passed away, he misses him very much. After talking a little, Nezuko says bye to Tanjiro. Then Tanjiro reaches the village where an old woman says she didn't expect him to come in this cold. Then Tanjiro asks a man if he has charcoal. After that, we see another man come out of a shop and ask Tanjiro for help, saying he's accused of breaking a plate. Tanjiro sniffs and says that this is the work of a cat. From this, we learn Tanjiro's sense of smell is very sharp. Then an old man asks Tanjiro to help carry goods. Tanjiro is such a good boy that he never refuses to help anyone. Soon it gets dark, and Tanjiro starts heading home. He was late, but happy he sold all the charcoal. On the way back, an old man stops Tanjiro and tells him to stay at his house. Tanjiro refuses, but the man angrily says don't argue. Demons might attack at night. Since Tanjiro lives in the mountains, the path was long and already dark, so he agrees. After dinner, Tanjiro asks the man what demons are like. The man says they come out in the dark to attack, so never go outside at night. The man further says stay here tonight and leave in the morning. Tanjiro asks if demons can also come into his house. The man replies yes. Tanjiro asks why they don't just eat everyone. The man says demon slayers protect us all. The next morning, after saying goodbye to the old man, Tanjiro heads home. While walking, he suddenly stops because he smells blood. Panicking, he runs toward his house and sees Takeo and Rakuta lying injured outside. Tears fill his eyes at the sight. Tanjiro looks inside the house, his heart sinks. His mother and the rest of his siblings were lying dead. Only Nezuko's body was still warm, making Tanjiro realize she was alive. Without wasting time, he lifts Nezuko onto his back and runs, hoping to find a doctor. Halfway through, Tanjiro grows exhausted, having covered only half the distance to town. After a short while, Nezuko wakes up and pushes Tanjiro, causing them both to fall into the snow. Tanjiro says the snow saved him. Then he looks at Nezuko, but she stays silent and suddenly attacks him. Tanjiro defends himself, but cannot understand why Nezuko is acting this way. Looking at her face, he realizes she no longer looks human. She had turned into a demon. Slowly, her strength grows and her body changes in size. Tanjiro blames himself, thinking if he hadn't stayed at the old man's house, he could have saved his family. He vows that even if he couldn't save the others, he will save Nezuko at any cost. He is sure Nezuko didn't kill his family, but some stranger nearby did. Tears appear in Nezuko's eyes, meaning human emotions still remain in her. Suddenly, someone attacks, but Nezuko protects herself and Tanjiro. Tanjiro asks, "Who are you?" His eyes fall on the sword, and he realizes this man is a demon slayer who wants to kill Nezuko for becoming a demon. The slayer asks, "Why are you protecting her?" Tanjiro replies, "She's my younger sister." The slayer doesn't understand and says, "You call this thing your sister?" As the slayer approaches, Tanjiro bows his head, unsure what to do. The slayer says, "I'm going to kill your sister." Tanjiro explains that Nezuko didn't kill anyone, but that demons attacked them, and he doesn't know what happened to her. The slayer replies that demon blood runs through her body, making her an enemy. Tanjiro says, "But Nezuko cannot eat humans." The slayer laughs, "Are you kidding? She was about to eat you." Tanjiro insists, "You're wrong. She still knows me." Tanjiro says, "I won't let her hurt anyone. I'll find a cure. I'll hunt the one who killed my family." The slayer says, "Once a demon, no one ever turns human again." Tanjiro begs, pleading for Nezuko's life. The slayer says, "If begging worked, your family would still be alive. Weak people always die at the hands of the strong. If you wanted to protect your sister, why didn't you attack me with that axe?" His words weren't to insult Tanjiro, but to make him stronger. Inside, the slayer felt sorrow that he couldn't save Tanjiro's family and understood his pain. As the slayer raises his sword to kill Nezuko, Tanjiro attacks with a rock. Through the icy wind, Tanjiro throws another stone, but the slayer dodges and knocks Tanjiro unconscious. Wondering where the axe X went. The Slayer suddenly sees it falling from above, but he dodges again. He realizes the stone was only a distraction. Nezuko grows angry seeing her brother unconscious and begins fighting the Slayer. The Slayer fears Nezuko might devour Tanjiro, but she protects him instead. Shocked, the Slayer recalls hearing that demons eat even loved ones when hungry, but this was the opposite. He thinks these siblings are different. Then he knocks Nezuko unconscious as well. In his dreams, Tanjiro sees his mother, who says, "Forgive us and protect Nezuko." When Tanjiro wakes up, he sees Nezuko alive and tears fall from his eyes. The Slayer says, "Meet a man named Sakonji Urokodaki, who lives on Mount Sagiri. Tell him Giyu Tomioka sent you." He warns Tanjiro never to expose Nezuko to sunlight. The Slayer leaves. Then we see Tanjiro and Nezuko sitting beside their families' graves, praying for their souls. Because of her demon power, Nezuko's wounds had fully healed. A while later, Tanjiro holds her hand and heads toward Mount Sagiri, ending episode 1.